Coming to you in a little bit, Rowdy. You know you're next. Hi, Tico. Hi, Tico. How are you? Hi, ladies. How's my ladies and gentlemen? I see you. Wasn't trying to be rude to the gentlemen. Check this out. Got some cut-offs from the deer meat from last night's dinner. Does that sound yummy to you? I think it does. I think you'll enjoy it. Leftover of Caden's bowl of stew too, yeah? Yeah. There you go. Get it, girls. Get it, girls. Get in there, guys. You should get some too. Get in there, guys. This is for everybody. Yes, it is. Here, put a little grain on top of it. That way you'll eat that too. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I'm missing everywhere. Take up. I got your food. You let them girls have some of that too. I guess I can't throw raw deer meat out there and expect you not to want some of it though. So you go ahead, buddy. That's your piece. You take that and go eat it. Good boy. So how's it going, folks? Welcome to the snowy Oklahoma version of Fugate Farms. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, I'm not feeling super hot today. So yeah, this is, there you go, Tico. There's the food that you don't want. Now that you have, Tico, what are you doing? Just taking it all from him? Look at him. That's the second chunk of deer meat he went and got. Little thieving dog. Anyway, welcome back to Fugate Farms. If it's your first time here, welcome for the first time. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. Thank you so much. Whoa! I took you guys for a little ride there. Sorry about that. Was accidentally on purpose. So anyway, as I was saying, this whole video is about what it's like when you gotta do farm chores and you don't feel like it. I don't know if you can tell by the sound of my voice. I don't feel super hot right now. In fact, I'm outside and I feel super cold. It's about as close as I'll get to a dad joke, for now anyway. But I got animals that can't take care of themselves. As the old movie said, I don't even remember what movie it was, but they don't have thumbs. But regardless of whether or not I feel like it, I have a bunch of frozen water pails. I have frozen ground with not much forage for chickens or goats to eat. So I got chores to do. And it's just part of it. But it certainly does bring to mind the concept that there's a lot of people in the world today that want to have more of this sustainable, self-sufficient lifestyle. And I've even heard people, I'm gonna move out and be a hermit in the woods. And I would caution you against that if you don't have a group of people, a family, a team that's gonna do this with you. Because if you go down for a sickness, if you go down for an injury, any of those things, who's taking care of your animals? The farm doesn't stop just because you feel like you want to stop. One of the things that is, Tico, don't mess with my tripod now. One of the things that's extremely dangerous in this weather, as I'm sure most of you already know, but when all your water freezes, I hate to tell you that just because it's not 100 degrees outside doesn't mean that your animals can't get dehydrated. In fact, the air is so dry outside right now that I tend to believe that there's more of a chance of them getting dehydrated in this cold time of year. So, oh, sorry, Dorothea. I'm buying rubber bowls next time. These stainless steel bowls are getting a beating. There she went. I got more coming, girls. So really the point I'm getting at is this lifestyle 100 years ago was how everybody lived 100 years ago. However, 100 years ago, farms had, families, had 10 kids, 12 kids. It wasn't uncommon. And although it's almost kind of comical to think it in our society today, in today's day and age, they had kids to help out on the farm. And as wrong and un-PC as it sounds in today's day and world, that was their best labor source. In today's day and age, the average family has 2 kids. And it's not uncommon at all for a family of 4, when one falls sick, for the entire family to fall sick. I don't know what I've got. It feels like a head cold. Not any big deal. But I don't feel like coming out here. Hey, guess what? Mrs. Fugate Farms is starting to come down with the same cold I've got. So, anyway. But this guy doesn't care. Hey, Rowdy! That guy doesn't care. He's got packages to deliver. But Rowdy, my man, he says, feed me, Seymour. Feed me, Seymour. Y'all ever seen that show? Little Shop of Horrors. I did musicals when I was in high school. I can't help it. Sometimes they jump into my brain and they take over. And all I can remember is song lyrics. Back to the animals. You want food, don't you? I was having a conversation with Chrissy, Paragon Ridge Ranch, and she's also the one that I saw the video on the Christmas tree out there in the deal. And she informed me that perhaps I need to be cautious with the alfalfa cubes. She said those are more like a treat and less like forage, and I didn't know that. And she informed me that I probably need to be feeding him hay around the clock right now. And I didn't know that. That's why I was doing the alfalfa, was because I don't have anywhere to store hay. Rowdy, you want some water? Let me see if I can break up your water. I'll give you some freshies. Okay? Let me see if I can break up your water. I'll give you some freshies. Here we go. Yep. All right, Rowdy. Fresh water. So that kind of brings me to my last point, in that it really takes a community to live a more sustainable lifestyle. If you feel like you can shelter yourself in all by yourself, and I would fear that that would be an extremely difficult life to live, and there would be a lot of quote-unquote chinks in your armor. It takes a community because we don't know everything. Not any single one of us doesn't know everything. I don't know everything. So, you know, when somebody says, hey, you know, your goat really needs hay around the clock when it's cold like this, I mean, man, I am all ears. But it takes a community as well, because time doesn't stop ticking. You know, only one time that I recall the sun stood still, and well, that was a Bible. It's not a story, it happened, but you know what I'm trying to say. That was in those times, and it hasn't happened since. And so, you know what the other bad part is we want to be alone, we want to be self-sufficient, we want to be all those things, but who's going to put wood on the fire when you don't feel good? You know, true self-sustainability would mean that I'm not running off the electrical grid all the time, or I'm not running natural gas or propane all the time. So we try to run that fireplace as much as we can. So who's going to do that? Well, I may not feel like it, but I'm about to go get another load of wood. And you know, there's so much to this thing. It's not, if anybody says that trying to be a homesteader or a farmer or heck, I mean, I'll even say a prepper, or just anybody that wants to be self-sustainable, it's not easy. It's a difficult life. And who's gonna make Mrs. Fugate Farms happy with remodeling the house when I don't feel good? Hey, by the way, let me show you guys something. If you've seen some of my videos, you know that we had a monstrosity of wood stacked here. And well, does that tell you anything about how much we run the fireplace? This was 2022, 2023 wood. Brings me to another point. Sometimes all of your preparations weren't as good as you thought they were. So anyway, throw some wood in this barrel here real quick. Really, the point I just wanted to make in this, as I roll this wheelbarrow full of wood up to the porch, is, you know, think this through and have a plan and get involved in a community. And secondly is a huge thank you to this community, this YouTube community, who has, just in the short period of time that I've been making videos, has helped me out in a tremendous way, and giving me all sorts of tips and tricks, and welcomed me into, you know, live chats and things of that sort. And be on the lookout, because apparently if you were on Scott at Rambling with the Brooms, if you were on his 500 subscriber celebration last night, you would know that I won myself a custom-made hat and scarf, and let me tell you, I would be wearing it right now if I had one. That's not to put a rush on Rebecca Davis, who just started a channel called Touched by Yarn. Check that out. If it's your thing, go check them out and subscribe to them, to her. Scott with Rambling with the Brooms, great channel, great guy, likes to help out some of these smaller channels. Couldn't thank him enough. Altruistic Farmstead, couldn't thank them enough. Excuse me, LG Homestead. I mean, a lot of these channels, some of them are around this area. Mr. Boots and Bounty Homestead, Boots and Bounty Homestead. You guys shared my video, and I couldn't thank you guys enough for that. And that's community, and that's what this is all about. And so I'm gonna go inside and get some coffee and some breakfast, and try to see if I can't make myself feel like doing something this afternoon. It's supposed to warm up to almost 50, so the snow will be gone in no time. Water won't be frozen. So anyway, Thank you to everybody that's come along. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all the comments. Please, again, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. We are growing this farm, and I'll give an update on that later, just not part of this video. There's a lot that's changed, and there's a lot that hasn't. Also got an update on goats. I'll give that in another channel, or excuse me, in another video. So exciting news in the goats, exciting news when it comes to Tico and the progress with his training with the chickens, exciting news on the perimeter fencing and the whole property and everything that's going on. So I will let you guys know on that. Right now, it's time for me to get inside and get warmed up. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. I cut you out too soon. I almost forgot to check for farm fresh booty butt nuggets. I don't even know what I was thinking. Oh my goodness, we gotta check right now. Here we go. Oh! We got tree. So I can pick them up without breaking them. Farm fresh booty butt nuggets. Bye y'all.